Hello, and welcome to the Genesis Christian College Fire Extinguisher Training. We're here today to talk about what your responsibility as a staff member is. Our primary responsibility is the evacuation of all staff, students, and visitors from the room or building that you might be responsible for. Now, that exit could be from the classroom in an orderly fashion. It might be escorting people down a hallway and getting them to the nearest stairwell. It is all about evacuation. Our primary responsibility is not as firefighters. However, you will find fire extinguishers in most rooms. The purpose of the fire extinguisher is basically twofold. Firstly, it might be needed in order to be able to exit the building or room that you're in. The fire might be in the way. Secondly, if it's a small fire that's in the corner, it easily can be extinguished, that this might avoid a full emergency and evacuation. Otherwise, it's best to just evacuate the people from the room and allow the firefighters to do their job. To find fire extinguishers, it is simple that you can just look and you'll see a sign at a high level that's called fire extinguisher. When you approach that fire extinguisher, you will then see that it'll either tell you that it's a powder fire extinguisher or a CO2 fire extinguisher. Both have separate purposes. One can be used for an electric fire, but one is designed specifically for an electrical fire. This one does not damage electrical. This one can damage electrical. Not important, but it is something that you'll find in different places. Either one can be used to fight a fire. A little later on in this video, we will be explaining how the technique to use this fire extinguisher in the best way so that you can get the best result. Here we're covering electrical fires. Should you have an electrical fire in a switchboard or a motor or any electrical component, it's important that you do not touch the equipment for fear of shock, of course. The important thing is to find and locate the nearest CO2 fire extinguisher, which will look similar to this. The CO2 fire extinguisher has been designed specifically for electrical fires and will do an adequate job of extinguishing the fire. This was an example of the fire that I said that you might be able to put out and avoid a full evacuation. Electrical fires and switchboards are not necessarily devastating, but need to be dealt with. This is the CO2 fire extinguisher. Like all fire extinguishers, it has a safety pin and a seal. Should the seal ever be broken on a fire extinguisher, don't use it. The safety pin is there for two reasons. Keeps from accidental discharge when it's in storage, and also allows you to know that this fire extinguisher has been checked and is good to use right now. First thing, check the seal, make sure that it's there. Secondly, pull the pin. This releases the handle. Take the nozzle in your hand, give a test blast. Now attack the fire. All right, I checked the gauge. It's in the green, good. I checked the seal, it's still intact, good. I pull the pin, I give it a test blast, I'm ready to fight the fire. Attack the fire in a sweeping motion. So there you have it. These are the basics of fire extinguisher operation. Just remember, check the gauge, make sure that the seal is still intact, pull the pin, give it a test blast, and you're ready to fight the fire. However, if this is something that you're uncomfortable with, if it looks like too big of a fire for you to handle, by all means, just evacuate the building, make sure that you sound the alarm, and let the firefighting be done by those that are professionals. I hope that this has been helpful. I hope it's been informative, and we hope to see you again. Thank you.